got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
You know, Comey, WikiLeaks, voter suppression, fake news, all of that. And that's kind of what happened. So,
have you ever heard a more delusional person in your life? Boy, oh boy. Speaking of Comey, though, and the whole discussion we had earlier about him testifying and all that's looming this week, let's play our clip about James Comey featuring the great, and I do mean great in a totally sarcastic way, Maxine Waters. Gene Bardelli, Behind Any Lines? Back after this. Time for a little music. We call this, What the F*** is Maxine Waters saying?
To be clear, you believe it would have been better to keep in place an FBI director who you said had no credibility to oversee this investigation than to find someone who you think would be a better choice?
No. But I believe the president thought that. Don't forget, you're talking about what some Democrats said, what I said, but don't forget, he was the president. The president supported him. You had confidence in him. It was within his power. And
but you said he had no credibility, so it would seem to make sense that he should get rid of him.
No. Under investigation, this president basically has interfered with an investigation where he may be implicated. That's outrageous, and that's why we're having so much of a conversation about it today.
The bottom line is that you think an FBI director without credibility would have been best served in this position to try to pursue this investigation.
I think if the president had fired him when he first came in, he would not have to be in a position now where he's trying to make up a story about why it does not meet the smell test.
Yeah, something smells all right.
Understood. So if Hillary Clinton had won the White House, would you have recommended that she fire FBI Director James Comey?
Well, let me tell you something. If she had won the White House, I believe that given what he did to her and what he tried to do, she should have fired him.
So she should have fired him, but he shouldn't have fired him. This is why I'm confused.
No, you're not confused.
Yes I am. Hey folks, I just want to let you know about a great opportunity for listeners of Behind Enemy Lines Radio. If you go to our website, www.behindenemylinesradio.us, and click on the SaneBox ad on the right side of the page, you will get a great opportunity for a discounted offer to join SaneBox. SaneBox filters out all the unimportant email from your inbox so that you can really focus on what matters. If you're anything like me, folks, you get hundreds of pieces of email a day, not many of which is important. SaneBox's smart filter will get everything you need to fly through your inbox and finally make email work for you. It gets rid of spam emails, it deprioritizes emails that aren't as important to you, and it helps you unsubscribe from mailing lists and individual senders with ease. So again, go to www.behindenemylinesradio.us and you click on the SaneBox ad and you'll be given an exclusive offer you won't find anywhere else. Gene Bardelli, back behind enemy lines. Got a little bit of show left. Of course, we want to thank Scottie Hughes for coming back on the show. Check out the Committee to Defend the President online and, check him out on the Twitters and the Facebooks and all that fun stuff we talked about during the interview. If you don't have the link handy right now, go to www.behindenemylinesradio.us. We'll provide the link for you in the article about this show, and you can click on it from there. Final thought time here on the show. I talked recently about the Puerto Rican Day Parade here in the People's Republic of New York City, and I'm happy to say that there was a sufficient enough backlash from sponsors pulling out that, we talked about Coca-Cola, Corona, a whole host of others, officials pulling out, police commissioner from NYPD and other officials. Chuck Schumer, of all people, decided he didn't want to march because the parade organizers had decided to honor a terrorist that was recently released from prison. His sentence was commuted by President Obama with no sort of recognition that his violent acts that he conspired to commit, that were actually committed in the 70s, were indeed wrong. No contrition whatsoever. And the parade organizers decided to take this gentleman and laud him as a hero. Give them their first hero award. And thankfully, because of the pressure put on from the grassroots, from the internet, from social media, from sponsors being pulled out, the Yankees included, like I said, with Coca-Cola, and the New York Daily News, that liberal rag pulled out, shows you how serious it was. The award is not being given, the honor is not being given to this terrorist convict. That's the good news. But here's what's coming out of it. Mayor Bill de Blasio is coming out saying, look at what I did. I worked in the background to get the parade committee to reconsider their decision for this award. I gave them the space they needed to come to the correct conclusion. Are you kidding me? Bill de Blasio, a perennial buffoon, saying that he accomplished what basically the market accomplished, what the public accomplished, by these sponsors pulling out of the parade and highlighting this, by the son of one of the victims of the attack at Francis Tavern back in the 70s, Mr. Connor, coming out and making people aware of the situation that killed his father. The pressure that was put on politically as a result of that, by having police unions pull out, fire unions pull out, sponsors pull out. But Bill de Blasio was the tipping point. Are you kidding me? What a disgrace. And I say that because this is the week where candidates start petitioning to be on the ballot for election to office, including Bill de Blasio. People in the People's Republic of New York City, I hope you're listening to the show, and I based on the demographics, I know a lot of you do. But I want you to spread the word, because it looks like Bill de Blasio may win this election in a walk, because he has the power of incumbency, and because people are saying that there's a weak field out there on the Republican side, which I beg to differ, by the way. I believe there are many capable candidates out there. Some you've heard of, some you may not have, and you'll see that over the weeks and months to come, presumably based upon who gets on the ballot. But I say this to you right now. If you end up signing a petition to enable Bill de Blasio to get on the ballot again, you're just as much a part of the problem as Bill de Blasio is. I am sick and tired of everybody complaining about government, especially in the People's Republic of New York City, and then not doing anything about it, and just doing the same old, insane, idiotic, moronic, buffoonish thing over and over again. And that's going to the ballot box and voting for this loser. Wake up, New York City. Come on now, you're better than that. And with that, we're going to end the show. I want to thank everybody for listening to the show. Check us out, as always, at www.BehindEnemyLinesRadio.us. And until next week, it's time to shut this sucker down. From the People's Republic of New York, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Gene Baradelli. This was Behind Enemy Lines, and we are out of here. Good night, folks. Our position has been compromised. It's time to roll out. Report for debriefing at www.BehindEnemyLinesRadio.us and look for regular communications via Facebook and Twitter at BEL_radio. You are the resistance. Behind Enemy Lines. A rock radio production. Copyright 2016. Back in 7 days. Out.